Good morning, guys. How are you? Welcome back to another vlog. Was it last week's vlog or the one before? I think the one before that ended up being like 50 minutes long. I haven't done a long vlog like that in ages. I just ended up with like so much footage and I was like, I don't really want to cut any of this down. So I hope you enjoyed that long vlog. If you haven't seen it, it was like 2 videos ago. But yeah, I'm enjoying vlogging at the moment and you guys seem to be enjoying watching them. So thank you as always for your lovely comments. It's Gray's birthday week. You've joined me for Gray's birthday week. Her birthday is Friday. Her birthday party is Saturday. She shares she's 2 days apart from my sister's son, from my nephew. So it's always a bit like chaotic trying to fit all of their birthday things into one weekend, which means that instead of doing like a Sunday birthday tea with family, which we would normally do, we're doing an after school family thing on Friday where everyone's coming over for a barbecue and she can open some presents. And then Saturday morning, she's having a party. She's having a gymnastics party with her friends, like 20 of her friends. And then in the afternoon, I think some of Rich's family's coming down. And then on the Sunday, we're celebrating Rocco's birthday. So it's going to be a really busy weekend. And this is like the week leading up to her birthday. So I thought that I would bring you guys along for all of the prep for that. I'm just going to make myself a matcha. Where's my little sieve? I did manage to get one of these in the end. I just got it from Amazon, of course. But it actually does make quite a difference putting the matcha through this. I'm getting better at this, guys. I'm getting better. So I do 2 scoops using the fancy little matcha spoon. I don't know how, but somehow it kind of like balances on there. So 1, 2, and then I use kind of hot water, fill it up to as much as I would have coffee. So like a double shot. And then I just add the milk, the frothy milk, and it's great. I love it. Especially in the afternoon. If I feel like I need a coffee in the afternoon, but then it also feels a little bit too late in the day for a coffee, that's when I quite like having matcha because it feels just like more of a gentle type of coffee. Not going to keep me up all night. So what do I have to do for Gray's birthday? I'm trying to get my head around it all. I feel like I'm definitely going to forget something. Sometimes I just feel like I'm not an adult enough to be like the mum organising the birthday party. I'm like, I don't know. I need to wrap her presents, but in order to do that, I need to go and buy some wrapping paper. So I need to buy some wrapping paper. I need to get tablecloth and cups and plates for her party on Saturday. I really regret, guys, if you have like a baby or a 2-year-old, just do yourself a favour and invest now in like a reusable tablecloth and like reusable kind of picnicky plates and cups that you just kind of keep in storage for parties, because I really wish I'd done that. It's so wasteful to get paper tablecloths and stuff for parties, and now it feels like silly to do that because she's 6 and like how much longer is she actually going to have proper big parties for? I feel like when they get to like 8, you just start taking a few friends bowling and stuff like that. So it feels like a silly time to do it, but I wish I'd done that, like something that works for both Gray and Rudy, because every year I'm like, oh, I've got to get a tablecloth and cups and plates, and it's so silly. So yeah, I need to get that. She basically does like an hour of gymnastics. It's like disco, gymnastics, all this different stuff. And then you go into like a little side room. We're not doing a cake, which I'm over the moon about. Gray doesn't like cake. She doesn't really like sweet things in general. She's got such a savoury tooth like me. She loves pickles, olives. She does like actual sweets, like a little bit too much, but just doesn't like chocolate and stuff. And when we go to other people's, like when we go to her friends' parties, she never eats the cake. So I was like, why would we spend loads of money on a cake or spend loads of time and energy making a cake? Like, we're going to do a little cake. We'll do an M&S caterpillar cake on her actual birthday after school when family are coming over. But for her party, I was like, it's so silly when she doesn't even like cake. So instead, what I thought I'd do is do a donut tower, because she really likes Krispy Kreme donuts. So I've ordered 24 Krispy Kreme donuts, and I've got like a little donut stand, like this cool mermaidy tower that I can put the donuts on. I'm still scared of this whisk. 1 second. So I think that'd be really good, because then we'll also, instead of like having to cut the cake and all of that, I'll just put loads of candles in the donuts, sing happy birthday, and then just give everyone a donut and they can eat it then and there. And I just think it's genius, and I'm so happy that the stress of a cake doesn't exist this time around. And we just like concentrate on whisking the matcha so it doesn't spray everywhere. So I think the donuts are coming the day of her birthday, the day before the party. I've got a 6 balloon arriving the day before her birthday. I've got some balloons and decorations and stuff to do for when she wakes up in the morning of her birthday. I've got an outfit for her to wear. She wanted to wear like a gymnastics leotard that her friend has. I've got that from Amazon. Party bag. I'll show you what I'm doing for party bags this year. Is that enough? I've realised you're never going to get that thick, creamy matcha vibe with this kind of whisk. If you want that, you have to use like a proper matcha whisk. Okay, for her party bag, I'm trying to avoid just doing like a bag of plastic crap that, as parents, we all know our kids get in the car, they're so excited, they go through it, and then like nothing happens after that. They don't use the stuff. It's just so wasteful, isn't it? So I was trying to think of something practical that isn't too expensive. Friends of mine have done like water bottles with kids' names on before. That's a good idea, but like also I didn't want to spend too much. So anyway, in the end, I've decided I'm going to use these little bags which I've already got, which I use for cookies. Little striped bags. And then I ordered from Etsy these little make your own bracelets. They come like this with the kid's name on. So that one's for Emmy, and it's got pink beads and the letters for her name and the string. So when she gets home, she can make her own bracelet. Eleanor, and then she's having some boys as well. So I've got one for Archie, and they're really cute. It's from an Etsy seller called Bright and Bell, and I thought those are really great. So I think that's a really good present, because then they can go home and they can actually like make the bracelet, and then they get to keep it and like wear it afterwards. And then I've also ordered from Etsy. I was gonna make them myself, but I don't know, I just decided not to in the end. They're like little packets. I think they're similar size to that, of sweets with a little sticker that says thanks for coming to my party. So you'll get a bracelet and some sweets. I do feel like maybe one more thing in there would be good. I think maybe Rich might have ordered from Amazon those balloons that you blow up and then you like have an elastic and you can do that with them. Sorry, this milk is so noisy. There you go. So I think that would be good. It's not like a big bag full of stuff, but the things inside I think are like a bit more better and practical, and I think the kids will enjoy them. There you go, perfect matcha. So the sweets arrive I think the day before her party, because the Etsy seller messaged me saying like, when's the party? I want to make sure that they all are fresh. So I think hopefully they'll arrive just before then. Lots to do. I cannot believe I have a 6-year-old. How crazy, guys, that it was 6 years ago that I had Gray. I feel like when I was pregnant with Gray and when I had Gray, there are not many like content creators had been pregnant and had babies. Pretty sure the only people I knew were Ruth Crilly, Fleur, and Sammy Maria. They were the only ones who had like publicly had babies as like a content creator. Because I remember looking to them and kind of thinking, well, what did they do in terms of taking time off work? What did they do in terms of showing their kids? And there weren't many examples. I really felt like it was a totally unknown thing, which is why I'd probably do things so differently if I went back. But now it's so different because so many people in the kind of content creator space have had babies, have been pregnant. There's so many more examples to go by. You know, a lot of people keep it private till they're 20 weeks, and I just didn't know anything. So I announced it early. I probably shared more than I wanted to at the beginning. I took 3 months off work, which at the time was like wild. I remember Fleur, Sammy and Ruth, I don't think took much time off at all. And I remember thinking, I'm just going to do 3 months just to prove a point to everyone that you can, so that for future content creators, if they, you know, feel like they want to take a bit of mat leave, just to show that you can do that and come back. But then even 3 months is like nothing. It just feels like a million years ago. When I look back at pictures of myself, I feel like a different person. But something that keeps coming up, like the other day in King's Cross, I was in a playground and this girl came up to me and said, "Are you Lily Pebbles?" And I said, "Yes." And she said, "I just wanted to let you know that you got me through my pregnancy." She said she watched my first trimester vlogs and found that so many of the videos she was watching online didn't resonate with her. They made her feel like bad about herself, or like that she was the only person that wasn't loving being pregnant in the first trimester, or I don't know. And she said that my videos made her feel so much better, and that she loved how honest they were. And I'm not joking, I get that all the time. So often people will tell me that they watched my first trimester vlogs and it really helped them through their pregnancy, even up to this day, even though they're so old. And I haven't really watched them since. I don't really remember what I said in those vlogs, what I did, what I looked like, or anything. So I thought today, because this is like a grey birthday vlog and it has been 6 years, thought maybe I should watch back those first trimester vlogs, do a little reaction video with you guys. Ugh, I don't even know if I can be taken back to that time. Don't know if it was because it was a girl pregnancy or what, but it was rough. Rudy's pregnancy definitely wasn't as bad. So I think let's have a little watch of those. Okay, let's do this. I'm pretty sure I found out I was pregnant like the day we moved back into our house after renovating it. I'd been living with my parents for like 4 months whilst we renovated the house. And I think I actually found out I was pregnant at my parents' house, but we went to the house that day. I think that's where I am here vlogging, because obviously I didn't want to like be at my parents' and telling anyone yet. Packed away in like a secret box that I've labelled as like handbags don't open. Yeah, I'm pregnant. Oh my God, that's really weird to say that. That t-shirt I'm wearing is my like good luck t-shirt that I think I was wearing when Rich proposed to me. And then I was also wearing it when I found out I was pregnant. Like how crazy is that? I've kept that t-shirt. Okay, let's go to when symptoms start kicking in. Oh my God, my lip eczema. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. I'm sitting in Gray's room here that used to be my office. These are my old teeth, but before I got pregnant and had Gray, they were just normal. And then after I had Gray, they went all weird and got loads of staining on them. So strange. I never get spotty. I've got like spots on my chin area. Hilarious that I think that is really spotty. Wow, you just wait, Lily. Although yesterday at 2 o'clock, I had like a random nap on my sofa in my office. That is something you cannot do with like second, third pregnancies, is just like nap throughout the day. First pregnancies, you can just nap. I remember doing those like random sofa naps during like a working day. Oh my God, I really remember filming this and I struggled to even talk. Like I just couldn't talk. I was so breathless and I felt so nauseous. I can't believe I had such strong symptoms at 6 weeks, because now obviously a lot of my friends and like other content creators have been pregnant, and so many people just like have like most of the time like no symptoms. If they do, maybe like 8 or 9 weeks. I can't believe how strong my symptoms were from like 6 weeks. Oh my God, I can barely talk. I'm pretty sure at this point we were doing the podcast as well. Like I just don't know how I got on with all of that stuff. I hated that feeling of having no personality and just feeling like I couldn't hold a conversation. For me, and past like 8:30 p.m. The breathlessness was so intense. I look awful. Wow. I feel like these videos have probably put a lot of people off getting pregnant. It's really not like this for a lot of people, guys. Random things like microchips. I was obsessed with microchips. I don't think I've had them since, but it's all I wanted to eat. But then also I just feel like the time is going. I'm actually really glad I vlogged this. I don't know if I did the same for Rudy, I can't remember. But it'll be funny for Gray to watch back one day if she decides to have kids. I definitely think the whole like girls steal your beauty, boys make you glow thing was kind of true for me. I wasn't particularly glowing when I was pregnant with Rudy, but I definitely felt disgusting when I was pregnant with Gray. My videos have been really bad the past few weeks, and I've been getting like some quite mean comments on the videos. Oh, I really struggled. I just, like I said before, I felt like I was the only one who was pregnant and going through, and everyone else was like thriving. And especially when I couldn't tell people, I found that really hard. It's different to now with like Instagram and stuff. You can so easily like hide away. There's so much content, it's not as noticeable. But then it was like really noticeable if you weren't making content or making good content. Had such bad comments, and my mum was like, if they knew, they'd be nicer. And I'm, oh my God, what was the video that everyone was so mean to me about? I wish I could find out. And then also the fact that I said I tweeted, so funny. God, it's so crazy. How was that 6 years ago? Leave me a comment and let me know if you watched those first trimester vlogs, if they helped you at all. I forgot how sick I was, especially at 6, 7 weeks. I've been saying to friends who are pregnant, like, oh, 9 weeks, the worst part. No, for me, it was 6, 7 weeks. That's early on. That is hard to hide from people. Right, I've got a quick work call. I've got to catch up with my managers and then I'll come back to you guys. Okay, I'm gonna head to Tesco. I really hope they have everything I need. I need some wrapping paper, which is nice, but like not too expensive because she's just gonna rip it off. But like not the thin kind that rips, you know, I hate that thin wrapping paper. And I want to try and get the tablecloth and paper cups and plates and stuff if I can. And I
think that's it. I think I need to get crisps and party rings as well for the party. Okay, let's go. God, I got totally distracted in Tesco by the clothes section. There are so many good graphic tees at the moment, both for adults and for kids, like so good. Picked up 2 for me, but honestly I could have just like kept going. And for Gray, I'm actually looking for party rings and hula hoops. That's what I'm here for. Stay focused, Lily. Only healthy kids parties around here. Seeing if there's anything else here I can add to the party bag. Like this is £2 for 10 sheets of tattoos, so I could separate the sheets and give everyone a sheet of tattoo, but they've only got unicorns. I feel like the boys will be like, unicorns. I got plates. Oh, cups. I forgot cups. Wow, this has arrived a lot earlier than I thought it would. This is a new climbing frame for our garden. It wasn't actually meant to be a birthday present for Gray, but the timing has now arrived like a few days for her birthday. So how amazing would it be if we got it up for her birthday? This was just meant to be like something I wanted to do for the kids this summer, because I've just decided, like, who gives a crap if your garden looks naff, if your kids are happy? Honestly, I'm so over aesthetics taking priority. Like, you can have both. Obviously, you can have both if you can afford it, if you have the resources or whatever. But I just want my kids to be happy. And if we can have a little bit of both in our garden, that would be nice. We've got the massive trampoline already, which is so ugly, and they love it. And they are out there for hours on it. And then, do you know what? We went to a friend's house the other day and they had a little climbing frame. And my kids just loved it. Rudy especially, he needs to climb. He needs that physical element. He needs to be able to go outside and like climb. So I just thought, let me take you out to the garden actually and show you where I'm thinking it would go. So we've moved our shed from there to there, which actually has worked out really well because it's basically camouflaged behind the trampoline. It's black and you can't see it. So that is great. That's where we keep our bikes. And then our barbecue's here because we found that when it was on the decking, it was just too much smoke going into the house and it just like ruins the decking. So we've basically got this corner and it is small, but I found a climbing frame that is just basically no slides, no swings, it's just climbing, which I also quite like because it means that they'll grow into it more and they won't get bored of kind of the younger parts. So what we need to do is put down some kind of like matting. It's a bit like this one that was under the shed. We need to kind of like dig it up, put down matting, put down some like bark. And I don't know, I'm very intimidated by that whole part and I'm trying to convince Rich to kind of get it done. We need to repaint some of our neighbour's fence here where they couldn't reach when our shed was up. Yeah, I think they will absolutely love it and like the happiness and joy. It'll be worth having something kind of ugly in our garden, especially when they have like friends over. So anyway, it arrived sooner than I thought and now it's just here. I've managed to turn it around. The drawing of what it is on the other side because I want to surprise the kids, but it's too heavy for me to like move it and put it anywhere. So I'm just hoping they don't ask what this is, and if they do, I'm gonna have to tell a little white lie and we're gonna have to figure out how to like build this when they're asleep or something. Picked up one of these pineapple, banana and coconut smoothies from M&S. I really like them. I'm good with time, I think. So I got a couple of these tablecloths for her party pile there. I got some pastel cups. They come in packs of 10 and there's 21 guests, but Rudy is one of those guests. So we can find another cup and plate for Rudy, I'm sure. Pastel cups. Also, you don't consider that when you have younger siblings. You have to pay to have them at your party. Like they count as a guest because we had to pay for extra guests. I saw this scrunchie and thought it was so nice. And I did actually get it for Gray, but then it's quite expensive. I got to the till and it's £6. I think I will still give it to Gray. She'll love it. So that can be like a little extra birthday gift. And also she's obsessed with dresses at the moment. And look how cute this is. I love it. So she's gonna love that. So I got her that. They had the best t-shirts. So many good ones. Like look at this. Talk about Ganni dupe. Like, wow, that looks just like a Ganni t-shirt. And this one, love that. Bit of pink, really like those. I got her a fountain candle to put on the top of her donuts and some napkins, which never get used, but you know, got to offer up a napkin. All the party rings. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hula hoops. I was just going to get original, but Gray requested cheese and onion, so I went for the mixed flavours bag. And I also got some unicorn plates. Tesco very much delivered on what I needed for the party, so that's excellent. Okay, let's do some present wrapping. I've got this very cute unicorn wrapping paper from Tesco. I'm going to wrap up that little dress. I got her 3 dresses. Do I put them all together? Do I put them separately? It's nice to have more presents to open, but then I don't want her to be like, oh wow, every present is a dress. Do I just give her this Tesco dress? Maybe that's not a present. This dress is very special. I got this from Bowden. How gorgeous is that? Oh my God, I love it. Like, she is gonna actually feel like a princess in that. That one is definitely a present. And then I also got her a Bob and Blossom dress. I'm gonna take it out of the packaging because she won't care about that. She had one of these when she was 4, just like a plain pink one, and she grew out of it. The sizing's a bit funny because it's like 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 8, I think. So this might be massive on her now, but it's something that she can grow into. It's just like a really gorgeous tutu dress. I mean, it's incredibly over the top, very over the top. Problem is, she's going to want to wear that to other people's parties, but she will absolutely love it. So those 2 dresses, this was the thing I got from, what's it called? Something Green. I always forget the name of that shop. She's got this new obsession with crystals. I think a couple of her friends are getting her like crystal digging sets. Anyway, I thought this would be cute for her bedroom to keep all of her crystals in. I saw this little unicorn nightlight on Amazon. You kind of build it. You build your own unicorn nightlight. Oh, and these hair chalks. She will love those. I got some pastel coloured balloons and these like confetti balloons. I never know what to do with balloons because I don't want to buy like a helium canister and having them just on the floor is a bit boring. So I think what I'm going to do is blow up balloons and do some like dangly string and then maybe use double-sided tape or masking tape to stick them to the ceiling. Like, there's a part of our kitchen that needs repainting anyway, so I'm not that bothered about using tape there. And then they'll kind of look like they're floating. That could be cool. Right, I'm gonna get wrapping and do some choir practice whilst I do that. Guys, who remembers in the like 80s and 90s when you used to shrink crisp packets? Like, Georgia's here today. She's like, yeah, I kind of vaguely remember, but it's not something she like did. It was like, me and my friends, this was something we did, but only at Keisha's house. Keisha was in charge of shrinking crisp packets. So I can't say I've ever actually done it myself, but I used to very much enjoy watching her do it. Well, we just filmed my next like little dopamine series. We're actually calling it something different this year because it's less about like dressing colourful and more about dressing like comfortably for summer, but in like happy outfits. Anyway, and I've got all of these like classic crisps. I've got Knick Knacks, Whatsits, Frazzles, Skips, and Monster Munch. And I just remembered, I was like, I used to love doing this, so I'm gonna give it a go. I've preheated, don't do this at home guys, and I don't like burn your houses down. I have no idea if this is gonna work, but I've preheated the oven to 150 Celsius. I'm gonna try and shrink some crisp packets. Don't ask me why. Some people used to like make them into key rings. We used to just shrink them just for like fun because they looked cute. Because they basically shrink down and they get a little bit crumpled. I don't know, they're just really cute and satisfying, and I wanted to see if it still works. So I'm just giving them, oh gosh, just giving them a little bit of a clean and a little bit of a flatten. I'm sure we used to just put them straight in the oven. Some people put them between like baking paper. I think I'm just gonna put them straight in. Okay, I'm slightly terrified of this, but let's see. Whatsits and Frazzles in. The Skips is getting a whole baking tray to itself because it's massive. And then I'll do the others after, if it works. Please don't explode and burn down my house the day before Gray's birthday. That would be unfortunate. I think I need to keep an eye on them. What if they've changed the packaging on crisps and it's like no longer a thing that you're supposed to do? Guys, I forgot. They were doing so well. I was like, oh, they're not shrinking fast enough, and then I forgot. Look at the baby little Whatsits and the little oh, wow. Oh, Rich is gonna, oh, they haven't ruined. Oh man, look at the Skips. Damn it. Okay, wait, let's try again with the Knick Knacks. I can't believe I forgot about them. No, of course I didn't set a timer. Oh, okay, Monster Munch. I reckon it took about 15. Oh, it's because I made it a bit hotter. Oh, for goodness sakes. Okay, we were so deep in the edit.
I mean, they are tiny. You're not wrong. Look at the tiny
Oh, that is cute. The Whatsits kind of worked out. It's just gone too small. Oh, these were the best ones. I think the problem is the oven wasn't hot enough when I first did it. And now the oven's fully heated up to its potential. Oh my God, they're shrinking so quickly. Oh, Wait, okay, I think I can save this. It's like folded in on itself. Get the other one out, save it. Just, they've kind of folded in. Ooh, when you get them out, they cool down very quickly and then they go very hard. It's just not proving as successful as when Keisha did it in 1997. I have to say, something is going wrong here. I blame the manufacturers. It's just not as satisfying as I wanted it to be. That one is the closest, the What's-Its one. Well, it's useful, isn't it?
I was picturing like perfectly formed.
Yeah, they used to be perfectly formed mini crisp packets, I swear. No, Georgia, I swear. All right, fail. Okay.
My favourite one.
Okay, the kids are asleep, which means it's go time. Rich has gone outside to carry on building the climbing frame, which I don't think he's going to finish tonight, sadly. I kind of wanted it to be like a come downstairs in the morning. It's a surprise thing, but realistically, it's impossible to build a climbing frame on your own and do all the borders and all the bark, and I think it's going to take like a couple of days to do it. So I don't know how we're going to keep the kids off a half-built climbing frame, but we'll see. I'm going to start like decorating, I think, because I'm going to wait for the kids to be in like a deeper sleep before I bring all of Grace's presents and stuff down from the loft. But I've got some balloons. Can I do those now? Yeah, I think so. And some like string, curly whirly string, and this like foil fringe curtain that I'm going to hang from the door for when she like walks through in the morning. She loves that. And then I'm going to put her presents out on a bench. Ooh, that's fun. It's got confetti in it. We've ordered takeaway because tonight is just not the night to be cooking dinner. Okay, and then I do like a really long dangly, make them curly with the scissors, right? Oh God. I don't want it too curly because I want it to dangle down. And then if I get some like masking tape and fold it over and put it there and stick that on the ceiling. Let me go get a ladder. I'm not sure this ladder is going to be tall enough. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, wow, it is. All right, let's get some tape. Masking tape just doesn't feel very sticky, so I'm going to use like cut up command strips. I don't really have many though. Definitely would have been easier to just buy some helium. Just gonna like hold it there for a minute and see. Okay, that has stayed. Can you see it? I mean, you'll be able to see the balloons that aren't clear better. But that's quite cute. If I can do that all the way along. Let's go check on Rich, see how he's doing. Just a little vlog check of how you're doing. It's just like one side.
This is not fun.
Do you feel confident that you're doing it correctly?
Yes.
Okay, that's a good start. Okay, so the balloons are up and kind of staying there for now, and I've kind of given up on those because they were too tricky, so I just tied some balloons up here, and then I've just like doing the rest loose, although my fingers are absolutely killing me from tying them. I did find a little balloon blower upper machine though, which has helped, and now I want to hang this on the doorway.
So I'm going to flip this up like this.
Yeah.
And I need to screw this in, but I want to make sure it's level, so it's spirit level.
What would you like me to do?
Come this one. Ready? One. Okay, can you just hold that? Oh!
I'm good.
Oh my God, I didn't know what you were doing. You scared me. Is this meant to go like this? Here, what about if I come here?
Wait, I'm just changing back.
At this point, I would probably turn the vlogging camera off, but I think I'm stuck. So, just gonna have to leave it rolling. Did this for like I think her first birthday was in lockdown, so I did this because I felt so bad that we weren't doing anything. And then I did it on her second, and then it became a thing. So now we do this every year. So when she comes down in the morning, she can like walk through. Okay, I feel like this week's vlog has been so all over the place, like loads of little clips throughout the week, but we've just been getting ready for Gray's birthday and it's here, it's tomorrow. I'm not going to vlog tomorrow, obviously, because I always film like home family videos for us from like the minute she wakes up in the morning, and I'll film like our barbecue after school and her party, and I just want to take loads of photos and just not be vlogging and working and stuff. Got quite far along with the climbing frame, but we're gonna have to finish it tomorrow. I think what I'm gonna do is just leave the blinds down in the morning. I think she'll be so distracted by all the presents and stuff that she won't even notice, and then we can carry on working on it tomorrow. Well, Rich has to work, but I think my brother-in-law Ben is gonna come over and help me finish it off. I've laid out her presents, we got balloons everywhere, I've written her a little card. This is the first year I've done a card because she actually requested it. And the final thing for me to do, I have this little papier diary that I think was sent to me by Diptyque, actually, with one of their perfume launches, and I started just kind of writing to like letters or diary inserts, I don't know, to my kids in it. I'm not strict about how often I do it, really, because I feel like if I put the pressure on it, I'll just end up not doing it. But whenever there's some kind of milestone, if it's their birthday or first day at school or first day at nursery, or I don't know, whenever I feel like it, I just write them a little thing. How many have I done? I did Gray before Gray started school. I think I just did one randomly to Rudy. I did one on Rudy's 3rd birthday. I mean, that's it. I've done 3. So, you know, it hasn't been going for very long, apparently. But I'm going to write her a little thing before her 6th birthday. I cannot believe she's going to be 6. So crazy. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.